All right. Welcome back to Sideboard MTG. I'm your host, Eric, and we're going to be playing another of Dev's deck. If you guys don't know who Dev is, it's Dev from SBMTG. No, I am not SBMTG. I am Eric from Sideboard MTG. Yes, we do have the same initials, but we are not the same channel. I am a huge supporter of Dev and the things that Dev does. And this week, Dev is going to be bringing us budget decks. Like, he's got a whole week of budget decks. And if you'll notice the video description, I actually copied his exact wording verbatim because, I mean, he spoke about himself in the third person. So I was like, you know what, that'll fit really well over here too anyway. So you guys kind of got an idea of what he's got going on. He's tired of the $400 and $500 deck, so he wants to bring us some budget options, and we're going to be trying them out. I hope you guys enjoy the show. If you do enjoy the show, then make sure you give it that thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about this first deck right here. Today we're going to be doing his first strike deck, as the thumbnail there it signals. But what's up, guys? How's everyone doing? Lamp, you ready? You ready for some budget streaming, huh? I think Lamp's ready. I got the bourbon. We're ready to rock and roll. Yeah, that's right. Bourbon from a coffee cup. You know, why not? I drink everything from a coffee cup. Like, I love my coffee cups. Ah, yes, a good mug. So we're gonna be doing more bourbon. Been out a freaking minute. How are y'all? Lee Butler, man, where you been, sir? How you doing? Yeah. Drink whiskey. Okay, so bourbon versus whiskey, right? Like, in my opinion, I like bourbon. Like, bourbon is whiskey. So there's an argument there, but there's some criteria to bourbon. A lot of things can be called whiskey, but you got to meet some special requirements to be called bourbon. First off, it has to be made by 51% corn liquor. So it has to be 51% moonshine before you ever even get started. Second off, bourbon has to be in a brand new charred barrel. Whiskey is normally cured in a used bourbon barrel. So I don't know. There's that little bit more of that char taste, but also the carbon in the new barrels also make bourbon a little bit smoother than most whiskeys. So I'm just a bourbon fan. You know, I picked up drinking bourbon when I was living in Kentucky, where I could normally get a hold of more bourbons than most people have ever even seen, because, you know, Kentucky is they're the bourbon state. So, Scotch is preferred in your household. Well, you know what? I got nothing bad to say about a good Scotch. I'm not a big fan myself. I'm more of a fan of a nice sipping bourbon. What do you guys like? You can't talk about tobacco on YouTube, but I don't think there's any rules about alcohol, which is weird, right? So Irish whiskey, okay. My dad's a fan of Canadian whiskey, like R&R. He usually doesn't drink much, but once a year he would buy a bottle of R&R around Christmas time. He'd drink about a quarter of it on New Year's, and then like he would still have some left for 4th of July. So that was whiskey in my house, you know. Tequila and Jaeger, wow. Forgive me, guys. One moment. Oh, I was muted. Oh, it's going to be one of those streams. Well, as most of you guys know, we're a little bit late tonight. We're going to be playing this Devs deck here. And that's because I was finishing up a league. I was running a league with my Sultai deck. And I think I'm going to have to make a couple adjustments to it. One of the most interesting cards I've had in my main deck and I was just wanting to try it out in a competitive league. We did go 3-2, but one of the things I wanted to try out was Mainboard Sorcerer's Spyglass. And guys, I'm gonna say I have not been upset. If I come up against Red Black, I just call Heart of Kieran. If I come up against calling Heart of Kieran is so good. Then they're forced to braid it. Not your creature. Oh man, are we gonna have hiccups tonight? Oh no, not that. Anyway, yeah, like, you're saying Merfolk. You know, you can even call Kamina. You can call. Yeah, there was a lot of really cool things. I ended up calling not Search for Azcanta, but Azcanta the Sunken Ruins. He ended up playing a Teferi, bouncing it, and I actually ended up getting it back, calling the Teferi, and stopping that. My last game, I was 2-2. In my last game, I come up against Blue-White Control, and I was like, oh no. And then I beat the Blue-White Control, so I was really excited about that. So I am really happy with my Sultai Reanimator deck. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Chow083, dude, did I miss you becoming a stream sponsor? I didn't realize that, Chow. I'm gonna throw a couple golden nuts your way, man. I didn't realize you were a stream sponsor. Either way, guys, we're gonna jump into this game. Yes, it was a Sultai Reanimator deck. I was playing Sultai Reanimator. You guys want a quick peek at it? You wanna peek at my? I'm thinking about throwing a singleton copy of Muldaltha in here, and I'm probably I may take out a Journey to Eternity for Muldaltha. Muldrotha. Ooh, man, I don't know how to say that. I think it's Muldrotha. Muldaltha, Muldrotha. Is the R silent? I don't know. I've heard people say it so many ways. Either way, I want a copy of that in the deck, but we actually ended up just going much cheaper. I'm playing much more reliable spells. We're bringing things back from the graveyard. I mean, it's a cool deck. We've got Verosco, we've got Liliana, the Scarab God. The deck tops out at 6. Muldrotha. How's that, Jorg? Is your name Jorg? Jorge? George? Either way, Muldrotha. And there's the Scarab God. That's right. Oh yeah, I wasn't even playing around with this deck. 3 Thrashing Brontodons, Champion of Wits. I'm running the Glint Sleeve Siphoners, Gifted Aetherborns, because, Gifted is also awesome. George is the same. Okay, I didn't know if you were Scandinavian or French. I don't know. I have no clue. But yeah, I think there's some weird ways you're supposed to say that J in different languages. But George, how about you, George? Yeah, can we catch that deck? Absolutely. I'm going to be playing this for you guys tomorrow night. I'm still tweaking on it a little bit. There's a couple things I want to change. As of right now, I don't know where I'm going to put a Muldrotha in here. Muldrotha? I'm going to say Muldrotha. It just comes off the tongue better. So, like if I trigger trap, my bad, guys. Do I play EDH? Not really. Not really. I try to play competitive Magic, which means that this week's going to be hard for me. This week's all budget, and I'm a firm believer that playing strictly worse cards in a deck is not the way you want to go. Because I want to play budget, I'm going to play this card because it's cheaper than this other card, and I just don't believe that's a good way to actually be when you're trying to be competitive. And in this particular deck, it's not really a big worry because, this deck's all about the first strike. It's about, those sort of things. I know Rush is going to be happy when he sees this. Shout out to Rush there. He's a big fan of this card. Windy? Windy? I'm just going to call it Windy and say the K sound, right? Windy, Pride of Fimrith? Oh, man. Fimrith? Oh, man. Smash that like button. Absolutely, guys. Forgive me for tonight. I am already slightly inebriated. We're going to just play some Magic, have some fun. Hopefully we get to crush some fools. Oh yeah, I'm calling it windy. We're just gonna say the K's silent and this is windy, right? It's just windy. Windy the Black Panther of Magic. That is wrong, man. I don't know. Maybe is he that awesome? Because Black Panther's pretty cool. Until the movies, Black Panther meant something else. But Black Panther's awesome. Like he was awesome. Like the suit, how like, the entire thing was like nanotechnology and captured in the necklace. Oh, I can't wait for like oh gosh, Franklin. I can't even pronounce that. Kundi, 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 Kundi. Kundi. I'm going with Wendy. I'm going to call it Wendy, and if we trigger chat all night, then be triggered. This dude, like, I'm going to nickname him Wendy. Whatever his real name is, I'm calling it Wendy. It's just Wendy. Anyway, we've got Tatiana. I love this storyline of Tatiana. Like, you can catch it over on Simon from, I think it was Simon from the Aether Hub. He did laugh out, be triggered. Tatiana is awesome. Like she was originally built or she was originally prayed into existence to guard this machine. And as she was being flown there to guard her machine, the machine was already destroyed. So she was an angel without a purpose, and the only angel ever created to guard a machine. So she ended up becoming the caretaker of a power stone, which was being used to rebuild the Weatherlight. So, like from there, like she ended up like fighting with this vampire, an angel fighting with a vampire. What's that black-white vampire that gives all other legends +2/+2? She ends up fighting with him. He saves her. He is a Banalish knight, and he is like trying to fight the fact that he is a vampire. He's trying to be good. He is still the epitome of a Banalish knight, even though he is a Arvid. All right, there you go. But Arvid ends up fighting with her and saving her in this fight and everything, and it makes her stronger. And they fight together to protect the Power Stone, and end up. She decides that her mission in life is to like protect the Weatherlight because the Power Stone is being used to rebuild the Weatherlight. So she ends up becoming a member of the Weatherlight's crew. So any Path to Metal here, I think Dav's got a couple copies here in the sideboard. We've got some Path to Metal. The main board deck though is pretty straightforward. If it's got First Strike, it's in this deck. We've got Knight of Grace, just really cool First Strike. We're not in black, so we don't have any Knight of Malice, but Knight of Grace has protection against Fatal Push. It has protection against Vraska's Contempt. A lot of those cards you can't cast it down. There's a lot of things that just make it really hard. That Janky Brew must be played. I am going to be playing the Power Stone deck. We'll be playing that sometime. I may do that as a midday or early stream before coffee time tomorrow. Play a couple games of it. It's a weird deck, and yes, it's an infinite combo. You do need like 4 Power Stones down before you can even try to go off. Justin, yes. Justin, did you see the black-white deck that top-8'd this weekend at Louisville? Oh my goodness, sir. It is really close to your build. You probably want to look into that. Couple more Gideons than I think you're used to running, but wow, great deck. Did really well in Louisville, so yeah. Zelfa just got in. Been at the hospital. What's up? Well, I hope everything's okay, Zelfie. I really do. What else we got going on? Boros. Let's get some shout outs and we'll talk about the deck and we'll go from there. Boros Boons, how you doing, my friend? Joseph, yes, we do have those Path of Metals. I just answered that. Rocker made a deck for the Reddit. Who wants booty? I've been married for 10 years. I want booty. It's going to be one of those streams, guys. It's going to be one of those streams. We're going to have some fun. I'm going to make some mistakes. You guys can call me out on it. Brandon Smith says, I think it would be pronounced Kawindi. Kawindi? Kawindi? Kawindi. It's windy. It's windy. This card will forever be known as windy to me. Like, it's too close. Silent K seems like it's there. Let's do it. It's windy. It's the boy named Sue. His name's Windy. Well, his daddy wanted to make sure he knew how to fight. So, with a name like Windy, he had to grow up getting, like, fought a lot. So, you know, when people started just talking smack about Windy here, he was like, I'm going to hit you first, and then I'm going to hit you again. Alright? His boy named Sue. Anyway, Robert Morris should do a video where I try to pronounce all the Dominaria legends. Oh, man. Oh, talk about triggering chat. Wow. I can't pronounce especially right. Yeah, I apparently I do use an X. I've had a lot of people like give me some feedback on there, like, no, you straight up say X, dude. Yeah, X specially. I'm like, all right, whatever, okay. Apparently I do. That's the way I pronounce that word. It's probably not going to change. Richard, how you doing? The character of the Black Panther is older than the other use. What? You know, I just didn't know about that. Franklin, Boros, Aiden, Agent. Do I play LDS? Agent MLP412. What a name. Right. I wonder what the MLP stands for. You'll have to let me know there, Agent. Madness, how you doing, sir? Don't forget to go ahead and vote for your Abzan deck. Guys, I've got to play my Abzan aggro soon. I really do. You guys like Abzan? Like, we're going to play some Abzan combo at some point, and it's going to be awesome. I hope you guys like it. I've got to update the list with some newer cards, but we're talking about drawing the entire deck out. I've got to get some Watleys in this deck. This deck's going to be cool. I'm still playing with it. This was originally built by a friend of the streams, Jansen Jorgensen. I think he is Scandinavian, so I am going to go with the Jorgensen on him. But yeah. Joseph, Jordan, Clay, Chow, James Carr, Andrew. How many copies of Spyglass do I run main? I run 3. I really do. I think the card is phenomenal. There were so many decks that I just murdered. Like, or at least the games where I seen that. So, I had some really, really good plays with my, with the main board Spyglass. Like, you get to look at their hand. So, even though it's not the card that you're going to be calling, you know what's going up. So, you get information, and you get to stop, like, something like Teferi. But it is so great to watch, like, turn 2, drop it, call Teferi against blue-white control, and go, that's right. Now what? What are you going to do now? Do it. I hope you draw your cast out, because if you don't draw your cast out, then you're in trouble. And by that time, I probably have, you know, a Thrashing Brontodon on the battlefield, which is terrific. Isaiah, what's up? Looks interesting. Interesting. Looking forward to this. I hope you do. I am talking a lot here before we actually get started, but, you know, hey, it's my stream. I'm going to hang out with you guys tonight. It's budget. Like, I don't expect to be, like, just crushing people because of, you know, the nature of a budget deck in, you know, current Magic world. And I know some of you guys are going to be like, what? Are you dissing budget decks? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, there's just more powerful cards you could be playing in each of these slots. I don't know. It's hard to play more powerful card than Knight of Grace. There's people putting this in their sideboards. It is so good. It's so good. So, yeah. We're gonna have some fun. We've got the bourbon going on. We've got some first strike. So, what do I think about this deck before I even get started? I think that we're missing on some vital pieces of removal. I think that first strike should be paired with more burn-based removal. It allows your smaller creatures to actually just be much more powerful. Hurricane Shane, aka Battle Cat. I like it. I like it, Shane. You changed your name there. I know you did that a few days ago, but I didn't actually mention it. So, there's some great gym cards out there. There are Seal Away. Nope. We don't have Seal Away. I mean, it's so budget. He's just like, he's avoiding those type of cards. Instead, we've got cards like compulsory rest. Enchanted creature can attack or block. Enchanted creature has pay 2, sacrifice this creature, gain 2 life. So, no Silhouette, man. No Silhouette. Oh, man, I want Silhouette so bad, but it's just not here. We've got Squire's Devotion, a little bit of extra pump. You get that extra body. Ixalan's Binding, because, sometimes you want to just like bind something and say, hey, no more of that ever again. By Force. By Force is a really cool card. I personally think that if we're going to be running something like By Force, we might be able to get away with something like Release the Gremlins, especially if we've got 3 copies of By Force in here. Maybe we could actually run like 1 copy of Release the Gremlins or something, but By Force is a good card. And Magma Spray in the sideboard. This is like the only burn-based removal, and it does work really well with some of our creatures. So, hey sideboard, where is that white-black deck? And throw a shout out to your son Gabriel. Gabriel, how you doing, sir? I hope your daddy is teaching you how to play Magic. Let's look at this. You know what? We're not in that big of a hurry. Let's. I've got Dev's deck pulled up here on TCG Player. And let's jump back over. What? Magic.tcg player. Alright. Remember, these are some expensive decks. Like when you start wanting to play with some of these more powerful decks. So what I'm doing is I just went to TCG Player and I went to the... no, I don't want to go to Competitive Standard League. I want to go to Louisville. Right here, Louisville. And if you go down on Louisville, there is a black-white aggro deck by Robert Meadows. And we're talking Knight of Grace, Scrap Heap Scrounger, Toolcraft Exemplar, Walking Ballista, Gideon's Karn, and then Cast Out Fatal Push, Heart of Kieran, History of Benalia, and Thopter Arrest. Just straight up, like, bam, done. There you go. Thopter Arrest is good. They don't have to tap their card. There's a lot of people playing like Vigilance cards, and they're trying to get around Seal Away. Seal Away is such a good piece of removal right now. This person decided they were not using Thopter Arrest or Seal Away. They decided to use Thopter Arrest instead. Someone plays something like the Scarab God or something. They may or may not ever swing with it, especially if they're worried about, like Seal Aways or Settle the Wreckage or something. So I can understand the Thopter Arrest here. It's only 1 more mana, and it does do the trick. So, yeah, really cool deck. His sideboard's pretty straightforward. Argyle's Bloodfast, 4 Duress, Fatal Push, 3 Fumigates, an extra Ifnir Deadland, so I guess when he's bringing in Fumigates and Lyra Dawnbringers and things like that. And then 2 more copies of Thopter Arrest. So, I mean, he was all in on the Thopter Arrest. I think it's a good call. It got him here. So, yeah, this deck came in, it top 8'd, so 5th through 8th place. Congratulations to Robert Meadows for bringing this like awesome black-white deck. So things are going to be a little bit different this week, as I'm trying to make a lot of changes to how we've been doing things. I've been viewing my analytics and things like that. We call it channelytics, your channel analytics. I've been viewing my channelytics and things lately, and we're going to be running some Devs decks, but I'm going to go back to running net decks as well. I think that 100% I have got to play this red-black aggro deck. I probably need to play this this black-white deck. There's just a ton of decks that I want to play, and because like I'm a manatraders user, we can play all of them. So if you guys want to get in on that, you can rent through manatraders. There's a link in the description box below. If you do sign up, use SideboardMTG as your coupon code, and it'll save you some money. So you guys ready to go back to talking about this deck? Let's close all that out. Knight of Grace, Aether Chaser, Harness Lightning's like the big removal spell that we have. It does work really, really well. I wish we had a little bit more removal to add to all of our first strike, but Harness Lightning works really well because we can add just enough to get the job done. We can pocket the rest of that energy and maybe use it for like something like a Lyra or something later. So I do like Harness Lightning. I think it's really good in these first strike options and stuff like that. Kari Zev, however, is not really one of my favorite first strikers, but I do like Kari Zev. She is a legend, so it works really well with our with our Our Black Blade Reforged. Where's our Black Blade Reforged? Black Blade Reforged, 2 mana, and if you have a legendary, you can equip this for 3. It is 7 to equip if you have a non-legendary, so that is going to be a little bit of a pain, but we've got Karizev in the 2-drop slot. We've got Danitha Compassion here in Danitha Compassion Paragon. There's your legendary. Like, did I even get close? Compassion, right? First Strike, Vigilance, and Lifelink. Man, if we can put a Black Blade on this, oh my goodness, let's get some. Anyway, it should also say that they cost 1 less to equip. That would just be epic, right? The one I love about Danitha is because you can turn 3 Danitha, and then you could turn, right, Elijah, I just said that, man. Like, I'm with you, bro. Danitha will allow you to play Black Blade on turn 4 for 1 mana, then use the 3 mana to equip it. So you can actually turn 4 the Black Blade off of Danitha. It is really, really good. Like, so I like that aspect of Danitha. It works really good with the curb, so I do like that, and that gives us a really powerful start there. I mean, giving Danitha just, you know, +4/+4 right there seems good. Danitha also gets around those Sillaways, so unless they're Thopter arresting, we should be alright. You think Dev should put in Nebian Dean of Iteration in this combo deck instead of Mirage Mirror because it makes Trophy Mage trigger twice? Oh, that's the Panharmonicon one, right? That when wizards enter the battlefield, they get like that Panharmonicon effect. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, we're going to play that combo deck tomorrow. I hope that I can at least get it to combo off, once, but we'll see. We'll see. Right. Mirror just becomes an extra Power Stone. So, I mean, you've got, like, everything in that deck just becomes a Power Stone. Like, it's just Power Stone, Power Stone, Power Stone. The goal is that you just don't die by turn 6, and then you just, like, go off on turn 6. So, seems really good. One of my favorite cards that is in this deck is actually the Skyship Stalker. Emissary of Sunrise is not bad, though. It's another first striker. We do get to explore. There's not many white creatures in Explore, so... yeah, he did. He did say that it reliably combos on turns. I watched the videos. That's why I was saying, you know, turn 6, right? I listen to Dev. Well, I still am one of Dev's patrons. And I've been one of Dev's patrons for quite some time now. Long before I actually started streaming his decks was I a patron of Dev. I caught myself just sitting around watching like all of Dev's videos, and the day that I was like, man, I wish Dev would put out a video. I need something to watch, was the day that I became his patron. So, you know, like I caught myself like just like, man, I watch a lot of this guy. I like his content. I like the fact that he brews, and then I get to play with those brews and see if it's good, see if it's bad, see, how this crashes against the meta. So, did I see the Doubling Season is getting a reprint? No, I did not. But oh my goodness, in what? Tell me it's in the new set. Tell me it's coming out, and I'm going to be able to play Doubling Season and then just start slamming my Planeswalkers. Oh my goodness. Samet. Samet's going to get some play. Isn't Samet the one that'll allow me to go get other Planeswalkers? Oh, I've got to know. Oh, I have to know. I have to know. Samet the Tested. Search your library for up to 2 creatures and or Planeswalker cards. Put them onto the battlefield and shuffle your library. So we double the counters on this. We ultimate Samet. We go get something. Oh, it's in the Battle Bond set. Oh, man, you got me so excited. So excited. Oh, I thought we was going to get to play some real jank. Battle Bond, right? Oh, man. So that's heartbreaking. Got me excited for nothing. You know what? Just more bourbon. More bourbon. We're so stopping halfway through the stream so I can go refill this cup. Oh, man. Let's play some Magic, right? Everything in the deck's got first strike. We're trying to abuse first strike. I got my money back for my league today, so we're going to play these in competitive queues. We're going to be playing 3 matches today. We're going to be playing them in competitive queues, and it's budget, so I am definitely not as stuck on that I can defeat all of these great decks with this budget deck. Not saying that we can't, but I plan on spending more time with chat tonight, so I should consider doing a Battle Bond thing as a one-of stream should it come to MTGO. Okay, so if it does come to MTGO, we have Discord, and you know, we have a lot of our patrons and stuff are in Discord. If it does come to play, or if it does come to pass, I would definitely try to get with someone like Zaxadillo or James Clugston, and I'm sure I butcher his name every time. But if they wanted to do some like two-headed giant stuff or something like that, I would love to play with those guys. So yeah, maybe even be able to get some Battle Bond two-headed giant thing going with someone else. So if that comes to pass, then yeah, we could try it out. Maybe I could even get Dev to. I mean, wouldn't that be an awesome collaboration? Like for Dev to build some Battle Bond decks, and then me and him play them. That would be an awesome collaboration. Everyone's been asking like, Dev collaborate or Eric collaborate with Dev, and it's like he builds the decks. I'm going to keep this in. He builds the decks. I play the decks. What more collaboration could we do? So you know, hey. I don't know, but he did say that in the future he planned on starting to play more of his decks. So I figured that I'm only running Dev's deck for a limited amount of time, and then eventually he's going to take over. It's starting to look decent. So what? Did I press the wrong button? Oh my goodness. I am unbinding this key. I am not going to be able to handle this. We're unbinding this key. Why didn't it let me change it? Why isn't it letting me change this? Default key. Whatever. Okay. Unfortunately, I did not get to go on curve because, like, oh yeah. Oh, I butchered that horribly. We've already, like, started our first punt. We would have had a first striker there. I mean, he doesn't have a counter on anything, so he's not adding a counter to anything here. He's got a counter now. Looks like this is a flying deck. We've got plenty of land, so we're going to go for the Compassion play here. Yeah, we missed it. We missed our window on Knight of Grace, but if Compassion doesn't get stopped, then we're going to Black Blade on Compassion next turn, and then kind of go from there. I was pressing the key I wanted to bind. It just didn't work. It just wasn't working. We just need to get this Black Blade down. I mean, this is gonna get out of hand really quick, but Black Blade is gonna mean that we gain enough life, so we might be able to just kind of power through this with a Black Blade. So we'll see what happens. Good old MTGO. The things that just would never happen in paper. Alright, so we're gonna go land Black Blade. Don't have a bounce spell, dude. Just don't. Just don't do it. It just ain't worth it, man. Don't bounce it. Alright, I'm just going to try not to hit 2 at all. Hey, first strike, vigilance, all the good things. Let's go. It has begun, right? Oh, it has begun. The beginning has happened. So now we'll, like, she's just gonna get bigger every turn. Kind of like this thing. I mean, he's got flying. He's drawing a card. I'm about to put some flying up in the air. We're gonna go that route. I might end up putting it like I may swing with Danitha, and then switch it over to the Tiana on turn 6. Like, I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. But either way, we're gonna be swinging for 7 this turn if he doesn't bounce this or get rid of it. Stormfleet. Well, let's get into combat, shall we? Hey, first strike's great. Like, first strike is really, really good. I mean, he didn't block. We'll play Tatiana or Tiana. Tatiana, not Tatiana. There's no second T. Build your own Baneslayer, right? Build a Baneslayer. Build a Baneslayer. All right, we'll pass. It doesn't give any actual, like, other abilities and stuff, but... Oh, the white chat. Oh, man. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. For the Horde is normally, like, on me so bad about it. He's like, game chat, game chat, game chat. It took me forever to realize what he was talking about, game chat. But, yeah, with the new layout and things, that does happen. I kind of like the new layout, but I know a lot of people have been saying, you know, hey, we can't really see as well with the new layout and that sort of thing. So, like, Skyship Plunderer actually has to do damage before we actually, like, before that happens. So, yeah, that's a thing. Like, Tiana's probably going to win this fight for us. If this doesn't win the fight, then Tiana will. I mean, he's about to have to start throwing things in front of this. So let's go ahead and play our land. We'll play a tap land. We can Knight of Grace, and we'll just do a single Knight of Grace here. It's not that great, but it's still a great card. Our first strike is meaning that we're fairly powerful against these decks. We don't have flying on Danitha, but that's why we're going to move the Black Blade over. So we'll go ahead and first strike this guy, gain us a bunch of life. Second main phase, we're just going to pay 3 mana to move the Black Blade over to our flyer, which means now we get to stop the Stormfleet that has all the goodies on it. Our opponent is not in a good position right now. I mean, Blink of the Eye would help him. That would help him a ton, but we're still at 23 life. So, oh man, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. What's up, guys? 105 people in here. What? You guys got nothing better to do on a Monday night than to watch me play some video games? This guy didn't even swing. Oh, man. So he lost his Curious Obsession. Done that. Been there. Okay. We're not getting a buff off of this. I'm putting it back on my life linker. I mean, this is just like some silly play. I will say that Black Blade is one of the first decent blades we've had that was 5 total to equip, play and equip since the great set of swords. Like, we all know about the swords, right? Like, they were great. They were so good. Oh, Swords. We ain't talking about no plowshares, alright? Winning deck was blue-black mid-range. What? What are you talking about, Phil? What was the winning deck? You ran black-red vehicles. I missed something. Phil's talking about something. Played it in a PPTQ this weekend, finished top 4. Phil, congratulations on a top 4 win. I mean, that I know in PPTQs we're always wanting, you know, that first place, but top 4 is fine. Like, top 4 is a good start. Keep chasing that PPTQ circuit. You'll win one. You will win one, sir. Like, spending 6 mana to just kind of bounce our dude back and forth, this seems fine to me. I mean, he's going to have to just keep putting threats in front of it. So, at least here, we've got the threat. Like, we're at 32. This is getting out of hand. There's another Skyship Plunderer. Aether Chaser. Let's play another land. Like, we want the lifelink, right? Now we can do our swap and play a card, so we're gonna swap back. Swing. Right, you just put a dude in front of it. Now we'll go equip back over here. Do we want Aether Chaser? Or another Knight of Grace? I think I just want to go with the Aether Chaser, right? Sure, let's do that. I mean, we're at 42 life, the opponent's at 7. He's got to block every single turn. Draw that Trample Sword for the win. Do we have a Trample Sword in this deck? Does it got Short Sword in it? Like, do we even have a Trample Sword? Oh, man. Do we? Yes. Yes, we do have a Trample Sword. Okay. Yes. So, yeah, we're definitely... I missed that one, apparently. What? What's this other game I've got up? Oh, poor blue-white control. Dying to my my Sultai deck. Yeah, let me get rid of that league. Karizev. Karizev's pretty decent here. The Menace means that we're going to be able to do a lot more damage. I don't really have anything better to do. So, we're just going to keep doing this. We're just going to keep swapping the Black Blade, doing the damage, gaining the life, until he can deal with the Black Blade. I mean, next turn I'm going to put it on Karizev. We're going to be swinging with Karizev. Karizev means he's got to put 2 creatures in front of it or he dies. So, yeah. Yeah, Karizev's pretty good for that, but... what am I missing? What am I missing? Sorcerer Spyglass looking more main board nowadays. Hey, I'm playing Sorcerer Spyglass main board in my Sultai deck. I'm not backing off of it. Like, you guys cannot convince me not to play that Sorcerer Spyglass main board. It is so good. You call Heart of Kirin, you call the Scarab God, you call any of the Planeswalkers. You don't want to call Liliana because you're playing Liliana in the deck, but did he have a chance to swing? I gave him a chance to swing. I didn't even move it back. Like, I don't even know if it matters. So we'll play yet another land. We'll equip to Karizev. You know what? I'm not sacrificing a land because he's got two that are big enough that might actually need... Do we just swing out right here? I think we do. I think the math's there. I didn't really check it, but I think it's there. So, pick your blocks, opponent. Man, if we just ended up with a Windy, oh, Windy would be so good right now. Yeah, we'll kill that one. We'll let him have the Jin. Sure. I can't believe he didn't kill Danitha. Wait, why he didn't get in front of Danitha, I don't know. Oh, because everything's got first strike, and this is the only thing he can block and kill. I mean, he's going to lose it. We can't move the equipment off of Karizev because Karizev is going to have some damage on her this turn. So we'll have to leave it. But we're 52 life. What do we care? It's on YouTube, bud. Autumn and Ravnica. That's right. The weather changed in Ravnica. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my god. How you doing it, opponent? How are you doing it? How do you decide to leave? Oh, he's going to block that way and get rid of that Danitha. Come on. You can do it. Put that Jin in front of Danitha. Take 6 damage. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Take it. I'm pretty sure this means the opponent's dead. Just dead. Yeah, I mean, we lose some of this stuff, but the blocks are going to make it a little bit difficult. Woo, look at the opponent here. Gave it hexproof, gave it a ton of power. This means that, you know, we can't kill the nimble obstructionist, but it's like, who cares? Oh, wow. Look at you, opponent. Look at you go. You're at 1, though. We play the Knight of Grace, pass the turn, and next turn we just swing with everything again. I mean, he has to come up with a blocker for absolutely everything, and he needs one more creature to do that. He just doesn't have a blocker for everything, and that's going to be it for the opponent. Oh, tap one land too many. Oops. And good game. Woo. Karn's Temporal Wizard. Somebody's want to take extra turns. Okay, well, you know, I actually think that Magma Spray is going to be really good here. Ixalan's Binding might be decent. I mean, he's probably going to get some +1/+1 counters going on. Path to Metal is probably not very bad. Just making him sacrifice creatures and things. I think I'm going to get rid of a couple Windies here. Just cutting down on the curve. Everything else I'm just going to kind of leave. You guys think we could get away with one more Windy? Or one more Wind Path to Exile in here? I mean, it's flying. We could probably use the other Tiana. You hope they don't kill off Jace before we go to Vryn. Yeah, well, Isn't Vryn just completely destroyed? Didn't Tezzeret destroy Jace's city altogether? What's our win-loss record? That was match one, man. We just like crushed the opponent, and like I made mistake after mistake, and we still just crushed the opponent. So first strike's pretty good. I think I'm gonna get rid of this Emissary of the Sun. I think that this is like one of our weaker cards, so I do want the flying body here. So I am gonna play with another Tiana. Right, get out those emissaries. Jace's time is over, dude. Are you serious? It's Jace. We're talking like Magic's like boy. This ain't horrible. Oh no, we don't need you. We've already got you. An angel. Our prayers have been answered. She's coming. She's coming. All right. Well, I'm just gonna pass turn here. We've got this this nice magma spray available for us. So, Robert, going to bed already? Jace plus the Scarab God, right? I'm gonna take this 1 point of damage. It enters with the extra +1/1 counter. So there's not a lot we can do there. So we will go ahead and spray this. Maybe I should have killed that. Maybe. Karzeb. I'll say this: when you have Black Blade Reforged, you're never upset about top decking lands. So, Jace is John Cena. We need that music, the John Cena intro music, right? Oh, we almost need more bourbon. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to leave y'all with Lampy for a minute. Oh man, what a hand, what a hand, what a hand. At least we have the Trample Blade this time. I do want to get this Black Blade onto that Karzeb ASAP. Magma Boy. What? All-time good guy, never dies. Right? John Cena. There you go. Jace is John Cena. He is. He's Magic's boy. He really is. I like Jace though. I think the new Chandra, until the most recent nerf, Chandra was as good, but with the new change to the way cards are printed, or the way cards like interact with permanents, like any target and things like that. What? You got rid of my Black Blade? Well, take 3. You got rid of my Black Blade. I'm pretty sure Gideon can be Triple H. Boom! That's Diamond Dallas Page. Any of y'all like? Diamond Dallas was my guy. He was my guy. What are you gonna? My dude. My dude. He's definitely slowing me down here. Skyship Plunderer. I mean, do we just play Kari Zeb again, or do we play the Forebear's Blade? Honestly, I think the Forebear's Blade is what I want down here. Being able to put it on our first striker, any first striker, seems like it's going to be pretty good. So, Tezzeret equals the Undertaker? Absolutely. Absolutely. Who's Razor Ramon? Razor Ramon. You guys might remember him as Diesel. Was Razor Ramon Diesel, or was it Kevin Nash? Yeah, Razor... Oh, man. It's been years since I watched wrestling. Years. Like WCW was still a thing when I watched wrestling. Like Goldberg was still a wrestler. A wrestler. I don't even say it like that. A wrestler. So yeah. Land. Come on, land. Well, I mean, it's a land. I mean, we're about to die, guys. Like, this is happening. He has killed us. Like, he has just flat killed us. We just can't deal with the flying, and it's just too much damage coming over, so. Nash was Big Daddy Cool Diesel. That's right, he was Diesel. That's right. He was Diesel, and Razor Ramon was his partner. They were tag team partners together, right? Yeah. I was a big fan of Harlem Heat or whatever. Booker T and his brother. Man, I can't think of his brother. Booker T was just a much better like personality. But can you turn the music up a tiny bit? You can barely hear your favorite song. Oh man, you do like the Mike Tyson Punch Out song, don't you? Yeah, here I'll give you a little bit more volume. You guys, let me know if that's too loud for you. But yeah. And we're dead. He got us. I mean, just got us. There's nothing we can do. We can't block the flyers. We never got a white source, so it's not like we were throwing out our flying blocker or anything. So, yeah, I mean, that's the way it works sometimes. Compulsory arrest might help us, just stop those blockers or stop those flyers. I think we're just supposed to play the deck back out and just hope we hit it. So, Harlem Heat. That's right, Stevie Ray. God, you guys did watch some wrestling, right? All right, if you were wrestling fans, my grandpa, he was the man who got me into wrestling, my grandfather, and I would go down the hill. My grandfather lived under the hill from where we lived. My father owned his property was up higher up the mountain, and my grandfather he loved watching wrestling, and I would go down on Monday nights and watch with him, and it was probably some of the greatest times we spent together. You get to see a side of that man that most people didn't get to see, and it was just him begging for pure carnage. And even though it was fake carnage, he was begging for just pure carnage. And one of his favorite wrestlers was this guy. Woo! Nature Boy, Ric Flair. I probably busted somebody's eardrums right there, but whatever. Scripted, not fake. Okay. My bad. You got me. Scripted, not fake. I enjoyed wrestling. I did. I really enjoyed wrestling. All right. Well, I mean, at least we've got a flyer this game. We're going to be able to get down our Danitha. There's no point in playing things second main phase. He's tapped out, so we're going to be able to do things whenever we get ready to this turn. So let's just get down our Danitha, and then, yeah, we'll go from there. Wrestling is real! It's a real good show. It is a show. And it's why we see a lot of wrestlers actually try to go to acting. Maybe they think that they're wrestlers or they think that they're actors because of what they do, but they're actually extremely good athletes. To be able to do what they do without hurting each other or killing each other. Rest in peace, Owen Hart. But to be able to do that without just flat out killing each other is great. So Ballista does a decent job as Drax. What? I mean, we're pushing damage this game, so We are going to just try to play this. I mean, if he's got the counter for it, then that's fine. But if he doesn't have the counter for it, then he's going to be in some serious trouble next turn. Because the fire breathing on this dragon ain't no joke. It's no joke. I could have played the Aether Chaser and waited and held off on this till next turn. Playing the Nimble Obstructionist. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Tap out, play something else, and then swing. Swing. Swing, bada, swing! This will be great. Alright, so we're going to play land. He's tapped out. Let's get into combat, see how he makes blocks, and then we'll make our decision on what we kill from there. I mean, he might put 2 in front of this and get a Kari Zeb. He might try to, you know, kill Danitha or something like that. But either way, he's going to be in quite a bit of trouble. Okay, 1 here. He's going to stop this damage. Let's see what else he does. I mean, stopping the dragon is going to be really hard. The dragon is going to just be so much damage so fast. And then again, I may just play Harness Lightning and Aether Chaser and pump the dragon just 1 time. Well, we're going to give it First Strike. We can't give it Trample, so no point in like really getting beyond what we've got here. Danitha, I want Danitha to live, so I'm going to play this. And... Alright. We don't have to put 3 in front of it, do we? We can just use 1 on it. And we'll go, okay. We'll let the First Strike do the rest. We'll let normal damage happen here. We'll go to second main phase, play the Aether Chaser, especially now that he's tapped out. Gain some more energy, and yeah. The First Strike has just been like, he has just lost so much in combat. No! Why would you do such a thing? Alright, so that can get through. This'll die, this'll die. So what? I don't even care. We're swinging anyway. Lincoln is broken. What? What do you mean Lincoln is broken? Is this game 3? It is game 3. It is game 3. And we'll move to blocks, let him eat something. He's going to eat the Aether Chaser, doesn't want us to keep going wide here. Understood. I mean, if he doesn't want us to go wide, then, you know, whatever. Ah, it's a blue and red defender. Oh, he scoops to the Forebear's Blade. Yeah! Woo! I can't believe we won that deck. Or that game. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Put it on Danitha. Jareth Miles, you are not late, man. I actually didn't start to stream till like 10 o'clock. It was a late stream. I had some things I had to do. It was grocery day. Today was payday. YouTube payout. You know, that sort of thing. So, um, yes, I talked for like 30 minutes. At the beginning of the show, I talked for like 30 minutes straight. So, yeah. Did you call Jareth Keith? Did you really? It's Jareth. It took me a long time to realize, like, he has a weird name. Such a weird name. As per the Kilo fashion, this man come to help me run a line at my house so that we could get, you know, my internet back here in the office. And then we like ended up spending like the next 3 hours talking about Magic. So, yeah, yeah, I'm that guy. I'm that guy. I mean, we can play Karzev, we can play Aether Chaser, we can get started here. Danitha comes in on 3. We just need 1 land. I think I'll keep this. We just play the Stone Quarry and then like go from there. When you saw Dev's videos, you thought this deck was too budget to be good. It might be. I mean, against any deck that actually has removal, we were just playing against a mono blue deck, and like his best removal is like unsummon. So that I don't know how well you can like say like that doesn't really interact really well with the opponent. The deck actually, you know, just it does its thing, and looks like we're against wizards. So let's Karzev this thing up. I mean, I'll block this. I'll block it. I will. I'll block it. If you play a creature first. Tap all your mana, play a creature, and let me block. You won't do it. Oh man, he's got like Opt. Oh, he's got like Opt or like Wizard's Fire. I can't block now anyway. We're probably going to have to Harness Lightning something here. I mean, we swing back for 3, so... There's our Black Blade. The Black Blade. So now if he's got like Opt or something to block, use the Riddle Form or something like that, then we can deal with it. Needs green and brawlers. Not everything needs brawlers. I think he's trolling you guys. I'm pretty sure Jareth is trolling you guys with the brawlers. He thinks this deck needs the Pirate's Pillage and Fling. Now I think you guys are making fun of Rush. He's not here to defend himself, guys. Don't make fun of him when he's not here. Make sure he's here first. You just noticed, where's Rush at, right? They started talking about Fling and Pillage and stuff, right? Liam Ros... Oh, man. Liam, thank you for subscribing. Not even gonna try to butcher your last name. Roseboro? Yeah, I butchered that. Thank you for subscribing, Liam. I so missed my opportunity to go get bourbon. I want to get rid of this Riddle Form. I'm okay with taking 3 here. I'm pushing 3 back, but I want this Riddle Form gone. Look, he's a first strike deck. What? Get to now. Opt. Do it. Opt. Hey, look, we got rid of the creature that stays a 3/3, okay? So I think that's kind of important here. The Opt is the flyer. We've got a lot of first strikers. We're on the ground. Getting rid of the flyer, I think, is more important. So taking 6 here does not feel good, but putting Danitha down and then being able to follow that up if we hit a land the next turn with the Black Blade just feels great. And you guys seen in game 1 match 1 how powerful Danitha and the Black Blade is. So, I mean, I'm not for sure if she's like a member of the Cabal or not, but I do know that she can wield this blade like she's meant to swing this blade. She's meant to swing it. I mean, he's down to 3 cards. We're at 11 life. We're not pushing the damage that we really want to be pushing, but yeah. Wow, somebody just sent me a message saying, want to abuse Shala? I've got to look this up. I'm going to look this up. Yes, I like abusing all magic cards. What? No, I don't want to take your survey, YouTube. Somebody sent me a link. I want to see the link. I want to see the link they sent in the comments. It was like a Subscriber Sunday comment. Where's it at? It's a Galta deck. Ooh. Somebody sent me a green-white Galta. J-Light Rangers, Land of War Elves, Branch Walkers, Ronus, Rishkar, Shala, Steel Leaf Champion, Verdurous Gearhawk. Okay, so it's the, no, not my Danitha. What? Oh, no. Stale moves. Well, thank you for subscribing, sir. I appreciate it very much. Welcome to the community. Okay, well, we are taking a beating here, and there's not a lot we can do about it. The Wizards deck is just kind of running off with us. What do we want to get rid of? Like, what must be gone? I mean, we need to Ixalan's Binding something here, or Aether Chaser. He's got 0 cards in hand, so I kind of want to Aether Chaser and not swing. And then we'll just take our damage. I mean, we kind of gotta just hope he doesn't have anything major. Like, if he doesn't draw a spell off the top, we're okay. He can't swing, really. If he does draw a spell off the top, then we're in a little bit of trouble. Actually, we're dead. Spell off the top, we're probably dead. But, yeah. The deck this guy sent me just looks like the green-black Stompy deck that a lot of people have been playing. I've got to set up for blocks here. Like, I don't have a lot of choice. I don't even know if he can profitably swing with anything other than this. Maybe even maybe here. Okay, so he's just swinging out. So we're dead to any spell, right? Because we got to get in front of this. Alright, so we take 2. We take 3, 4, 5. Yeah. We could do this. No! He had a burn spell. Good game, opponent. Good game. Anything other than a spell off the top, and like, I mean, it's a spells deck though. He wasn't going to get a spell. Path of Metal seems great here. Magma Spray seems great. Ixalan's Binding seems a little bit slow. Windy seems a little slow. I hate the Emissary so bad. This is going to give more creatures lifelink. I think this is going to be necessary. These Wizards decks are more beefy than you would normally expect a deck to be. So let's look at this again. We'll find this last card to pull out. I don't want to take out a Black Blade. Forebear's Blade's really good because you only need the increase to power. Because, you know, you're first striking, so that's not really that big of a deal. Maybe take out one Skyship Stalker. He is on the ground a lot more than than it may seem. Wizards, it's a thing. The deck is just like Wizards equals butt. So like we know how Wizards pairs up versus a lot of the other decks in the format. So I'm not really impressed with Wizards. I'm going to keep this. I mean, this is our only white source, but I'm still going to keep it. Like, it's not a bad hand. Getting down a Path to Metal, like maybe even on turn 2, may kill a Skyship Raider or Skyship guy, so we're not going to be killing that. Ooh, got a land. Let's just play this Aether Chaser. I mean, this does 1 damage to everything that doesn't have a keyword. Riddle form. You can't swing. I'm going to play the Forebearer's Blade. And then I'm going to swing. Yes, I could have held open the Harness Lightning to kill the Riddle form, but I want to get a little bit more of a board presence before I go start trying to kill him. Flying does not count, though. Oh, wow, yeah, we're killing that. Elise has got to go. Yeah, sure, I'll take the 3. Oh, man. What a thing. Half the metal's not where we want to be. This is a ton of damage. Oh, man, we're just setting ourselves up to just get murdered next turn, though. Like, if I equip this, we are so getting murdered next turn. Adelice is just broken, guys. Like, if you've never played with Adelice, the amount that you can just spread like pluses across the battlefield is ridiculous. And unlike most of these old these red blue tempo decks that you see a lot of, you know, this deck's actually got a lot more wizards in it, or more creatures in it, than a lot of people expect. Like, a lot of times with these spell decks, you know, you could just keep in 8, 9 good removal spells, and you would just be able to remove every single creature that they played, and they would just never have anything, and they were stuck on this like burn plan. Wizards doesn't actually feel that way. You have a ton of wizards to play, and only a few really spells to play. So I'm not a big fan of Riddle Form in the deck, but Riddle Forms also are just a really good card. So I can see where Riddle Form is good here. Ooh, he's striking me, just going for the damage. Layla, hey puppy, how you doing? What are you doing back here? It's not raining, is it? Is it raining? She usually only comes back here to see me if it's raining. She likes to hide under the desk when it's raining. My big scary dog, right? You guys have never seen Layla, have you? You've seen the cat, but you've never seen Layla. Man, he is pushing damage so hard. I'm just playing a flyer. I'm just going to drop this body down. Part Queensland healer, part Pitbull. She's, pure mutt. She's my girl, though. She's a pretty smart dog. She's always been a good dog. But yeah, she's Queensland healer, part Queensland healer. Have you ever heard of a blue healer or a red healer? So, like, blue or red healers, so those are Queensland healers. Yeah, Her mother was a pit bull, and her father was a red heeler that was running around the neighborhood. So, yeah. You want to see her? She's a big dog to be picking up. A big dog. It's going to look so weird, a little so awkward me picking her up. We just lost this to a Wizard's Lightning. Wow, Wizard's Lightning doing the job. Can't believe he didn't actually cast it on his spell. I just can't fathom him having 5 mana worth of spells to cast this turn. Direfleet Daredevil. Why didn't that make the first strike list, Dev? Oh, I can't believe he didn't play this in the first strike deck. That's like Flavor Fail, right? Flavor Fail. Okay, well, you got me, opponent. Good game. What do we need off the top to save us? Danitha? Knight of Grace? It's not horrible. I mean, I can't equip anything. All the equips are 3. We're not completely dead, though. I mean, we can trade Knight of Grace for the Direfleet Daredevil. Or we could just take 3. And then next turn, like, put Squire's Devotion on Knight of Grace and try to, like, crack back. Oh, no! Sweet. He doesn't have a spell, so the Riddle Form's not firing up. Really? I could have sworn he had 0 cards in hand. Well, that's game. That is game. So you guys want to see the dog? You guys want to see Layla? This is going to be the most awkward holding of an animal in the world. She does not like to be picked up. Path will not kill him. He had first strike. So Path would not kill the Direfleet Daredevil. So, yeah. We would have got the flyer, but we would have killed a 1/1, you know, that sort of thing. So, yeah. Madness says, Sideboard MTG, hey, I actually had a neat idea. Why not play the budget versions of Deb's decks on stream and then play the non-budget versions he makes suggestions for in another? Just a thought. And that's a lot of streaming. So I already stream like 5 nights a week. We stream Sunday. We stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I no longer stream on Fridays. Well, Friday was kind of always my day off. And then on Saturdays, we used to do the Patreon games, but now we're doing those broke up throughout the week. Everyone gets their own individual video. So we're doing that. Let me pick up this dog and let you guys see this dog. Like some of you want to see the dog, so I'm gonna put Layla in my chair and see if she'll stand. And if she'll stand, you'll get a better view of her. If she will not, then we're gonna see like just this weird, awkward dog, like most peaceful dog ever. So, one moment, guys. Hopefully, you can still hear me. Here we go. Come here, girl. Oh, big dog. Big dog, come here. They want to see you, Layla. You can stream. You gonna stream with us? Look right here. Look right here, Layla. Look. She's like, what is going on? What are you doing to me? What? You don't want to be a streamer, do you? You're like, I'm shy, Dad. I don't like to stream. You don't like to stream. She's not a streamer. She also don't like being up off the ground either. All right, Layla. Good girl. Good girl. Say hi to the stream. No? Anyway, this is my Layla dog. I hope you guys like it. We've got a cat, we've got a dog, we've got a kid. One dog, one cat, one kid family. So, Layla the stream bringer, right? She's like, why did you do that to me? All right, guys, I'm gonna play one more game for you guys. I'm gonna wait just a moment before. She's almost 10 years old. We've never bred her. She's never been fixed. Like, I want to breed her. I think she's a smart dog. She's also a really kind dog. She's good with kids. Like, so she's got traits that I would like to carry on in a dog. So I would like to breed her, but my wife doesn't want to put her through labor and things like that. She's like, Layla just doesn't deserve it. She's always been a great dog. Where my mentality is like, she deserves to have her bloodline carry on. So yeah, we have differences in opinion there, but yeah. All right, guys. So bourbon's empty. I'm gonna go refill. We're gonna come back. We're gonna get into yet one more game. Won't take me but a second. Lamb's gonna keep y'all company for just a moment, and I'll be right back. We're gonna grab some more bourbon. I'm probably gonna make this one strong. We're gonna have some fun in this last game. So I hope you guys keep us going with comments and chat and things like that. I'll try to answer. We'll try to talk. We'll have some fun. So I'm gonna go grab the bourbon. I'm gonna come back, and then we'll go from there. Lamp, you're too peaceful, man. They're saying you're just peaceful. Are you not talking to the stream? Did you not keep them company while I was gone? You're a horrible streamer, Lamp. Horrible. Oh my goodness. You love carpet? So many things just went through my mind right there with the I love carpet. We like desk, right? Well, lamp became a thing. I don't know how lamp became a thing. Andrew G had a lot to do with lamp becoming a thing. I hate that we don't see Andrew G around anymore. Not just because of the fact that the man donated, but he was also a really fun person to have in stream. So, but I also know that Andrew, he worked a lot. Like, this man put in so many hours in his job. So it's possible that he's just not had time for Magic lately. Oh no! Oh no! Last hand it didn't have any white. It had all red land and no white. So, but we had all white spells, so I had to mulligan. Here we are one land off of being able to cast everything in our hand except for Windy. But I think I'm gonna mulligan this anyway. Oh no! Not like this. All right, we're just gonna try to get to this Karizev into a Windy and go. Oh dear, this sort of thing always happens to you. Yeah, it does. It happens to me a lot too. We need a Layla, lamp stream, and kick Eric off camera. Right? I still want to find like a way to animate a mouth on lamp, and I really do. I want to find a way to animate a lamp onto or animate a mouth on a lamp, and then like just make me go away, and then when I talk, it makes the mouth move, and use some kind of like voice distortion. I think we could do some like really cool streams. I think it would be just knucking futz, man. It really would. Bourbon and MTGO means you're up to 6 a.m. Hey, I'm with you, okay? Like, I get to playing, I get to drinking, and I start having fun. I lose track of time, and just have fun. I mean, let's see if we get this seal away. I mean, if he's gonna seal away, this is a prime time to do it. I mean, getting a card zap under your seal away normally doesn't feel that bad. Okay. Do we draw land, play Windy, and just like win? Yeah, Essence Scatter. Okay. Still though, I mean, if we draw land and we play Windy, then oh man. Hi guys, it's been a while. As in bull. How you doing, sir? Welcome back. Oh, there's a land. We can't just slam the Windy here, but there's the seal away. No. Ah, should have been Compassion. Should have been Danitha Compassion. Oh man. Where's I closed out the game where like I was destroying blue white, didn't I? Yeah. I destroyed them with my Sultai deck. Like just main board Spyglass, and it's like call Teferi. What? Get some, opponent. Like it just, bam. Turn 2, you tap out for your search for Escanta. I play my Spyglass, call Teferi, and it's like get some. This is a budget deck. If it wasn't a budget deck, you wouldn't be running those lands at all, and that would be a complete game changer. So, like, these lands should never get played in standard. Period. Oh, dude, I'm running 3 mainboard Spyglass in my my deck. So we're almost on clocking phase here. Like, I may start trying to clock the opponent. I mean, he has to kill us. Let's see. We're looking at next turn, like, play Forebear's Blade. What, do you got another bounce? I mean, we're doing this again? Casting it out? What? Okay, well. Here will come the Teferi, and... So, you guys want to talk about Magic for a little while, considering we're not playing Magic anymore? We don't get to play Magic now. Teferi says we no longer get to play Magic. Like there's an extreme like chance for me to just start spamming the F6 button to not waste any time and just let him do his Teferi stuff. So like I may do that. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm definitely going to keep passing priority back to the opponent. So, let's see what we draw. Ooh, Danitha. Well, we can't equip it, so I assume he just counters it, and then we pass the turn. Well, we'll see if he has the Gideons. Like, one of the best things you can do online right now is against the blue-white Teferi decks is immediately start worrying about that clock. Okay, like a lot of times I don't worry about the clock until we get down to the red zone and things like that. But against these blue-white Teferi decks, they have a hard time actually killing you. They can do a lot of things to take complete control over the game, but their biggest threat is the clock itself. So, like, that is something that I definitely want you guys to kind of keep in mind. Is the clock itself is the biggest worry against a blue-white control deck. Sweet, yeah, we'll keep that. Doesn't really matter, so. I mean, we have this really cool, like, you know, emissary here with first strike. Karn is within $60 to $70 range, and a foil Karn is over 200. That is right. Karn is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. It costs 3 to equip 4 Barrier's Blade. So, cast out. Alright, well, we are no longer going to be able to cast absolutely anything. Like, this game is over on our side. We're just not going to be able to play Magic anymore. And that is because of Teferi's ultimate here. So, at this point, I'm going to spam 6 and wait for the opponent to kill me, and I'm going to read chat and talk to you guys. Like, this is like your best bet at defeating the blue-white control deck. Like, they have to draw to the Gideon before they can actually do anything. So, you just press F6 and you make them have to kill you. You say we scoop and get into a different game, but I'm going to show you guys how to beat blue-white control. You don't play them. You just say I'm not playing Magic against you. Yeah, we could have played the Windy here. We could have. Bad Moto deck, right? It's one of the coolest decks in the world, but I mean, when one of your major win cons is the fact that you're going to play Teferi, and then you're going to neg 3 Teferi, targeting Teferi to put it back on top of your library that is empty, and like just keep doing that, then yeah, it's going to be a clock. Like, we're going for the clock here. He's got 18 minutes. We're going to talk. We're going to have some fun, and we're going to try to take this win from this blue-white control deck. I don't expect to get this game. I expect him to draw till he gets to a Gideon or something like that, and then beat us from there. But against blue-white control online, I've clocked quite a few of them, and it just really depends on how quick he gets to the Gideon. If he gets to Gideon fast enough, then he'll be able to start pushing enough damage to actually do something. Oh well, I'm not even worried about it. Like, seriously, I'm just I want him to have to just run that clock. I mean, he's having to put all these on the stack. I'm not scooping. Like, that's one of the things that a blue-white control deck takes the most advantage of, is the fact that they will gain so much control over the board that the average opponent will just scoop up, right? I don't actually have to give him more information. I mean, he's going to be able to completely control the board and everything, but it's going to take him like another 3 to 5 minutes to actually beat me. So we're going to eat at that clock a little bit. And then hopefully we'll eat it some more in game 2. So needs a puke emoji, right? I can see that. I can see that. You got me, opponent. Seriously, if we see a ban list anytime soon, it has to include something to tear apart blue-white control. Nah, there's good answers in the meta for blue-white control. If we would have had Sorcerer's Spyglass in this deck, then I wouldn't even have felt bad. Blue-white control is not that hard to beat. I'm not worried about blue-white control. Whoa. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, so he just approached me. All right. Okay, so approach happened. Ixalan's Binding is really good here. I'm gonna get rid of Tiana and an Emissary, and we're just gonna run it back. He cast approach. How do I beat them in paper? Sorcerer's Spyglass. Yeah. In paper, you just beat them in Sorcerer's Spyglass. Like, I wouldn't run a deck right now without a Sorcerer's Spyglass in it. I mean, no, I just wouldn't run a deck without Sorcerer's Spyglass. And that's one of the reasons I say it doesn't have to be banned, because you can turn to a Sorcerer's Spyglass and say Teferi, and they're like, no, not my Teferi. But yeah, it's, yeah, Sorcerer. We've got a lot of good cards here. I'm gonna keep this. I mean, we do have to pay some life to get down this Knight of Grace, but I mean, what are we worried about the Knight of Grace? Like a little bit of life. So yeah, we'll just pass. Right? Bourbon streams. Not to be a douche, but budget just doesn't beat them. Right. We don't have a lot of options here for beating them. Our best hope is that we can get down like an Ixalan's Binding on a Teferi and then him not be able to cast it out or something like that. So, does that, like, is that actually going to happen? I don't know. But we're going to try. We're going to try. I'm going to save this energy for casting red spells later, so I'll just pay a life here. Alright, well, I'm going to pass the turn. You're getting your copies of Spyglass? It is! Spyglass is so good, guys. Like, oh, man, it's so good. So, this red land means that we get to cast our Skyship next turn, but Skyship's not going to have, he's not going to have haste. No seal away. Wow. I mean, we gained like 4 minutes on the opponent here. Well, let's see that Essence Scatter. I know he's got those. Yeah, there we go. Oh, wow, the Disallow. Got a big spell off of him. I'll take the big ones. You love Lampy? You love headphones. I gotta get me a new headset. The tape that's holding this one together is it's a little much. Yeah, like black tape on my $30 headset, right? People ask me, they're like, "Oh man, you need all these things to stream, and you need like, I want to have a boom mic, and I want to have all this other stuff." Guys, like, I've got a $15 webcam, I've got a $30 headset, my entire system is like, my entire computer is a refurbished computer. There's certain things you just don't need, so let's get a boom mic. I want a boom mic. I really do. I want a boom mic so we don't have the headset at all. But like I keep talking about, I want to get a new headset, but I don't think I'm even going to get a new headset. I think I'm just gonna wait until I can get a boom mic. So, boom, fumigate, right? The big old fumigate. Now, do we just start trying to clock him again here? Oh, Ninja Turtles. Just need bourbon to make magic. That's right. What are you saying thanks for? What'd I do? Jack's like, thanks, Eric. It is a fun song. Now he gets to untap like 4 lands, so does he have negate? Do you have negate? Don't have the negate. I have introduced Lincoln to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or actually his mother introduced him to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And It's good, man. I am enjoying it. I need a bourbon dispenser at the desk. We would never get any magic done, guys. We would never get any magic done. It would just be, yeah. We'd just play all budget decks all the time, so it didn't matter. Essence Scatter. Is that what we got? Come on, give me that scatter. Oh, he's gonna disallow it? Syncopate. Okay, alright. I like Syncopate. So good to see it back in Standard. Syncopate's a great spell. Oh, the advice against black-white control. What advice I offer against black-white? Or are you saying blue-white control? Okay, so he gets a new Teferi back because he bounces my Ixalan's Binding, but he wasn't able to deal with it the first time. I mean, does he disallow it now? I mean, we try again. He cycles. He's digging for the answer. No way. Whatever, opponent. Okay, the blue-white. Alright, understood. Yeah, a lot of people make that. A lot of people do that. They say B instead of U. But, yeah, that's black. Sorcerer's Spyglass is just the best card. It is just the best card. Learn. You didn't say that right. It's supposed to be learnt it. Alright? Learnt it. Now you gotta put a T in there somewhere. How you spell learnt? I'm gonna learn you something, boy. I'm gonna learn you something. Well, okay. Well, we will not be clocking this opponent. This opponent did get his Gideon. It's one of the cards that can stop you from being able to be clocked. Let's turn off the auto yields. I want to try to get down this Forebear's Blade here. Not that it really matters, but I want to get it down anyway. Probably should have swung with the Aether Chaser just to create another body. Oh man, there's got to be a L-E-R-N-T. Learn. Well, there's got to be something else there. Let's grab a red source. Yeah, I should have swung anyway, just to create a body. I mean, because now he's either gonna bounce this or he has to like Gideon, that sort of thing. But yeah, I mean we're 6 minutes up on him, but Yin's gonna learn them manners, boy, and gamers, and grammars. All right, grammars. You gotta learn them manners and grammars. You're right, we do. Oh no, he's got a Lyra. Well, we'll try to kill Lyra because she's a thing. What about Lost Legacy for black decks? You know it makes opponents draw cards, but there's no risk it will be exiled or just... No, Lost Legacy is great. Just call it Teferi and be done with it. So yeah, like that's a good play.